You can put in 12 hours of relentless, grinding effort every single day and still have absolutely nothing to show for it. There is a frustrating paradox where being a remarkably good worker does not automatically translate into getting what you want. This happens when you get caught up analyzing exactly how success operates. You spend all your time studying the roots, trying to figure out the underlying mechanics of your situation, instead of just reaching out and picking the fruit. To break this cycle, you need to step away from the daily grind for a moment. Grab a blank piece of paper and a pen. By the end of this video, we are going to use that paper to map out a precise 90-day intelligent ask action plan. Committing these words to paper starts an internal shift, a mental and emotional sequence that functions like pushing a button to start a massive engine. Start by writing your broad, overarching desire right at the top of the page. Now, look at what you wrote and consider the environment you are pulling from. Receiving what you want is an automatic process because success isn't rationed out in short supply. It operates like an expansive, endless ocean. The problem most people face isn't a lack of resources, it is the tools they bring to the shoreline. Going to an ocean with a restrictive mindset is like trying to collect water with a silver teaspoon. Before even making a request, we tend to subconsciously edit our desires. We shrink what we want down to a manageable size so we don't feel foolish. Cross out any self-imposed limits on that paper. It's time to trade in your teaspoon and explicitly upgrade your goal to a bucket-sized scope. A bucket-sized target should make you feel slightly uncomfortable. It needs to be highly ambitious and sit well beyond your current normal boundaries. Because the receiving process is automatic, the internal machinery doesn't struggle more with a larger request. It simply processes whatever data you feed it, regardless of the scale. Ultimately, receiving is the easy part. The true bottleneck is simply failing to scale your initial request to match the sheer abundance of the environment. Once you have a large target, you have to clearly communicate it. You get absolutely nothing by mumbling your goals with vague phrases like more money or a better job. This is where we perform the intelligent ask. You must convert those vague emotional desires into strict physical specifications. Take a look at this structural blueprint. To build a proper request, you need to define the exact dimensions, list the physical attributes, set a firm timeline, and establish hard numbers. If you simply ask to make more sales, the framework immediately fails. It provides zero actionable direction. But if you define the goal as close 15 enterprise accounts by November 30th, the metric provides absolute clarity and solidifies your target. Directly beneath the main goal on your paper, write out these exact mathematical and physical specifications. Run this verification test. If you handed that piece of paper to a total stranger, would they picture the exact same physical outcome that you do? If the answer is yes, you have successfully transformed a piece of paper into a psychological magnet. The extreme level of detail pulls your focus directly toward that specific outcome. Now, go to the very bottom of the page, write today's date, and then draw a bracket to the date exactly 90 days from now. The primary obstacle to completing this plan won't be a lack of skill. It will be chronic adult skepticism, the obsession with figuring out exactly how every step will happen before taking the first one. To overcome this, apply a specific execution formula. Map out your physical plans with the intellect of an adult, but believe in the outcome with the total faith of a child. By deliberately suspending your disbelief and ignoring the how for a while, you stop second-guessing yourself. You remove the internal friction that normally slows you down. The next 90 days function as a quarantine against doubt, providing a dedicated window to observe the results of pure execution. Look at the document you just finished. You have taken a vague, formless wish and converted it into a clearly defined architecture. By externalizing that exact data onto paper, your internal mental and emotional machinery locks into place and begins spinning to life. Here is your ultimatum. Commit to the parameters on this piece of paper and execute relentlessly for the timeline you've defined. Try it for just 90 days. If the protocol fails and you haven't made progress, you are entirely free to return to your old habits on day 91. The world reserves its rewards for those who move. This completed document marks the moment you stop wishing and begin the actual work of doing.